the video started. Let me hop in the car. Okay, call these mods or don't call these mods, but the next couple of mods we're gonna have in this video today are like just the most basic. Start, you know, buy any car you could do this and start modding it with some simple aesthetic mods. So I'm gonna show you something I picked up from a buddy of mine in California. So a buddy of mine named Benjamin, that's what the B stands for, sells these really cool decals that go on, oh wow, he really got them on point for the color. But he sells these really cool decals that go on the front of the GT500, the calipers, for instance, and there's some other miscellaneous ones that go like here, that I think there's might be one or two down here that go there. We're gonna be installing these, and we're also gonna be headed to the tint shop to tint the car, and we're gonna do just a standard tint around with the windshield, and I'll show you guys that here soon. But we're gonna go to my buddy's body shop. They do all kinds of stuff there, including tint, so we're gonna go drop it off there. I was also on the forums last night and reading up, and they said the GT500s have a transmission leak. If you guys follow It's Just a Six, the YouTuber that had bought my red GT500, he had a transmission leak like shortly after I sold him the car. I never even had a transmission leak from the 5 miles I bought it with to the 8,000 I sold it with. Never had a transmission leak. But the other night I got home, and I'll show you guys a video here in a second, and I checked the car because I was a little bit worried that my car actually was a victim of the transmission leak. Somebody on the forums said that some transmission line leaks, and I just found out that my old 2020 that was modded blew the trans, or blew third gear in the trans. I sold it with like 8,000 miles. It has like 11 or 12 now, and they found a way to blow it up. So just looking under the car and seeing any transmission leaks. It's really, really clean. Obviously it's brand new. Like 150 miles on it, but nothing is leaking. And I just did a little bit of spirited driving, not obviously full out because it's still in a braking period. You see the exhaust already is kind of turning purple. Looks cool all jacked up though. I don't want to go too high. This is like the first time I jacked something up in the garage. I was making sure the jack wasn't scratching the new floors. A lot of people love these floors, so do I. I was gonna go with full chip epoxy, but spend a little bit of extra money, not a little bit, but extra money, and I got this done, which is really sweet. I see it online. It's called metallic, if anyone's wondering. It's like $7, $8 a square foot, but I think like full chip's like $4 to $5 a square foot for a professional job. The thing looks sweet in the garage though. Don't mind my grandma pillow. I'm still getting over some back injury, so I need some kind of cushion for my lumbar. But yeah, I'm gonna set this thing down though, because I don't like the way it's looking right now. And as far as anything under the hood, everything looks pretty clean. Smells fine. Looks like everything's intact, but I mean, there's so many different wires and fuel lines and coolant lines around here. There's nothing really to look for. The only thing is a leak, which from what I was told is if it's gonna leak, by the time you really notice the leak, it's already done. Transmission is gonna burn. Because obviously all the trans fluid's out and it doesn't warn you or anything. So yeah, and it doesn't look like they really changed anything either. I'm not sure if this was on the 2020s, but it all pretty much looks the same. Nothing was really changed. I'm curious on my build, guy who built it. I don't remember exactly who built my old one, but this looks like Brian. I can't read that last name. Lurger? I'm not sure. Those pipes are pretty cool with the glowing like GTR kind of style titanium glow they had to them. Obviously they're being broken in, so that's why they were that color. But yeah, I'm gonna start the mods in the engine soon, do some intakes, headers maybe. But I wanted to start off by saying I'm not sure if you guys liked that last video I made. If you guys haven't already, check it out. It's an ASMR style video. I did a cool video of like GT500 sounds, you know, engine bay, opening the door, turning it on, you know, driving by. Just something a little bit different, you know, to hear the sounds kind of make you feel like you're there with me with the GT500. But let me know if you liked the video. Put it in the comments below. All right, so we're pulling up right now to Motor City Whips, MC Whips. Johnny, good friend of mine, owns his body shop here, and they do like all kinds of things, detailing and tinting and stuff like that. But I told him, I was like, I'll come get my car tinted by you. You know, he lives, or the shop's like an hour from my house and my shop, so I hardly ever come over here. But I told him, I was like, I got to make the trip. He does a lot of paint and body work for me when I paint my trucks or any kind of emblems and stuff. You know, my supercharger lid on my ZR1. So made it here, the MC Whips. They got some cool cars outside. You know, they have cars in and out. Have the Shelby here, and I'll explain to you what tint I'm going to be going with here. I'm going to be doing a 35% on the windshield. This is what I always do on all my cars because it makes the eye vision like cleaner, and I'll explain to you when it's done. 35% windshield, 15 or 20 sides, 5% and 5%. The back, obviously, you really don't need it. You know, at night, your headlights are bright enough already. And then obviously I want to see through the side of my windows here. My car's kind of trashed on the inside. I have some snacks and food and my lunchbox. But yeah, they're gonna be tinting it, and then I have some cool things that go down there, some like the emblems. We'll be doing that later, but let's get it tinted. Stopped at Chipotle for some lunch, and the tint is all done. And I love how it looks with all the black accents, the black spoiler, which I still have to add the handling pack kit on it. And then the roof, how it flows all the way up top here. Looks sweet. The roof's obviously painted. You can still see it's still drying. Obviously, it's just tinted. Needs some sunlight so it can dry up. It looks great. I did 35% on the windshield, 15 sides, and 5% in the back. The sides are pretty easy to see out of, not so easy to see in, which I like. And then the windshield, same thing goes. Like if you're driving by, you don't really see who's in it, but at the same time, it gives it that nice contrast. I'll step back. Looks like I just killed a bug, but black accent there, black hood accent. So it all flows real nice, just like my race red car. You can see there, it looks great. Gotta add the canards in the front too. I still haven't done that yet. I'll do that here soon, but let's get to the shop and I want to show you guys these decals. If any of you OGs remember, the reason I do the 35% windshield, 20 or 15, then 5% in the back is just because when you're looking out of the windshield, you don't want a super dark side. And then when your eyes transition, all the OGs remember what I say. Every video I have of me tinting any car, I say the same thing. When you're looking from a 35% windshield or 50% windshield to like 5 or 15%, it is very dark. Your eyes can't transition fast enough to where you can see what's going on. And with the tint level I did, it's a very smooth transition. It won't be like at night where it'll be too dark and I can't, you know, I'm looking straight, you know, obviously driving straight and then looking to make a turn. It won't be that too dark of a darkness to where my eyes won't transition. And obviously me having the, you know, back 5%, it won't matter. I'm never gonna look behind me, you know, really to see anything. I got a backup camera, and obviously, you know, won't need, like the back of it doesn't need to be super light. It could be dark enough because I'm really only gonna look, you know, behind it to see what cars are behind me or something like that. Man, this thing looks so good in the lights and the LEDs up here. This thing looks killer, especially with the tint now. It's finally getting fitting now, fitting to me. It's unreal. If you know me, you've watched any of my videos, I'm such a stickler about dirt on the white floors. I love that we did the epoxy in here, but man, this floor gets so dirty, and it's like, you take so much time to clean a car. It takes even more time to clean the floors. I was telling Hadir, you know, my friend and detailer, that like, I was like, this gotta stop somehow. We gotta figure this out because it looks like poo-poo when the floor is dirty like this. but there's only so much you can do. You're gonna have to like mop it every single day. And Hadir's not our janitor, but he looks out and gets cleaned up. But this car looks so good, and I cannot wait to get these decals on. I also brought something else called rock blockers with me. I have everything here laid out for the Shelby. This is one thing I was telling you, JLT rock blockers. Every Shelby GT350, GT500 owner should have these things. They pretty much protect the inside of the side skirt. My car only has a couple hundred miles on it, so not too big of a deal, but in here, dirt and rocks get accumulated through the side skirt, and they start to be digging into the side of the rocker. So you put these little foam rock blockers here, which you'll see me install. They're very easy going and very, it's such a cheap, easy way to protect the side skirt, and it looks flush. You can't even tell it's really there. So those are one of the first things I'm gonna do is throw those in there. And then also some Shelby GT500 color match stuff. These are reflectors for the side of the headlights, side of the back bumper, and these are color match stuff for the emblems. And I still have to remember where everything goes, so I'll have to look up exactly what I ordered. These right here are super cool, and I'll explain what these are. These aren't gonna go on today. So these go above your parking brake. Your parking brake is right there, and what they do is they kind of give you that Brembo style parking brake look, and you put these over the black parking brake there, and it gives you the two caliper look. Obviously that's a parking brake, so it's not a caliper. I guess you can call it parking brake caliper, but that goes on there. Not gonna be installing it today until I get the car fully paint corrected and ceramic coating, which should be very soon. Such a small upgrade, yet such an effective thing to do. They're hardly noticeable, honestly, unless you point them out. You wouldn't really notice them, and obviously your side skirt now is protected, the plastic, from any kind of rock chips or anything along the whole side skirt there. It's all done. After that probably 1 minute video you guys saw, which took me a couple hours, every piece of green is on. I got the nice Shelby down there, the green in there, the eruption green in there. They're all eruption green. But I have to say, my absolute favorite part about all this is these side markers. They went on so easily. It looks so aggressive with it. I cannot wait to show you guys maybe a wheel setup I ordered soon. But rock blockers in, nice decals over there. We got some of the decals down here to block off, or the side marker delete back there, so the diffuser all matches. And I'm gonna leave the red side markers in the taillights. It looks great with the brakes actually. The orange side marker in the headlights gone now. But overall, it looks great. Green there. I got the hood struts, or the trunk struts all done, the steering wheel. But it looks good. It looks really good with the tint. I'm very happy with how it turned out. Besides that, guys, this is gonna be the end of the video here. And I need you guys to go check out Bomaro. I'll leave their Instagram down below. Hooked me up with all the decals that those park and brake decals will go on eventually in the next couple videos when I get the rear wheels off the car. But besides that, you gotta check them out. I'm gonna leave them in the description down below. Follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is @Sinister_lifestyle. Follow my business page, Sinister Auto Sales. Besides that, let me know what you think about the tint and all the decals. I'm out of here, guys. Thanks for watching.